Hello everyone, this is Professor Mohammad Shahil Ansari from Maharashtra College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Welcome to the first session of Introduction to Android Programming. In this session, the topics to be covered are: what is Android programming, why we select the Android, next introduction of the Android Studio, steps to download and install the Android Studio, Android Emulator, where we have to develop and execute our Android application, and we will see a simple example on Android that will display a hello world. Moving to the next topic, first of all we will understand what is Android. As we all know, Android is one of the mobile operating system developed by the Google. It is used by several smartphones and tablets. In this point, we can understand that the Android is nothing but an operating system. Operating system is an interface between user and the hardware devices. If I want to use any hardware devices of the Android system, Android mobile, then we require an operating system. It is an interface that allows the user to interact with the hardware devices. The Android operating system is based on Linux kernel. In every operating system, there is a one component which is the heart of the operating system, is called as kernel. Most of the task is done by the kernel. In the same way, Android operating system also has a kernels, but this kernel is totally based on Linux. Unlike Apple iOS, Android is an open source, meaning developers can modify and customize the OS for their phone. The biggest advantage of the Android is that it is an open source operating system. The source code of the Android is available on internet. The developers can download and customize and modify the source code according to their functionality and can release the smartphone by their name. Android software development is a process by which applications are created for device running on the Android operating system. Android software development is a process in which we can design, develop and deploy the applications on Android operating system. Whatever the application design, develop and deploy in Android Studio can be written using either Kotlin and Java. There are two programming languages that are available in Android. You can either use Kotlin to write the code or you can use Java. Both the code will execute on SDK, Software Development Kit. In Java, we all know there is a JDK, Java Development Kit. In the same way, Android we have a SDK, Software Development Kit. This kit is responsible for executing the Android code, which is either in Java or Kotlin. These are some examples of smartphones that are based on Android operating system: HTC, Motorola, Samsung, Galaxy, Sony Ericsson, and there are many tablets that are also based on Android operating system. Dawa D7, Acer BTouch, these are some tablets examples that are Android based. Why Android? Why we select the Android as an application development? The first reason for that is your zero negligible development cost. Zero negligible development cost. The development tool like Android SDK, JDK and Eclipse or Android Studio are free to download from the Android mobile application developer. Android Studio is freely available software. The IDE that is used for Android is freely available, and whatever the application developed by using the Android Studio, they will charge a small fee $25 to distribute your mobile application on Android market. This is the first reason. That is why we are using Android. Now second is the open source. Android is your open source platform based on the Linux kernel, and multiple open source libraries are there in the Android operating system. The developers freely download the Android operating system source code, add their APIs, and can distribute the Android by using their own name. Third reason why Android is selected: multi-platform support. In market, there are a wide range of hardware devices powered by the Android operating. As we all know, there are many devices that support the Android operating system. Even development of Android mobile apps can occur on Windows, Mac OS or Linux. Not necessary you only use the Windows operating system for Android application development. You can also use Mac operating system or Linux. There is a software available on that also. Next reason for selecting the Android is multi-carrier support. Worldwide, a large number of telecom carriers like Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, all of them are supporting the Android mobiles. They all are powered by the Android phones. Introduction to Android Studio. Next topic is your introduction to Android Studio. Android Studio provides a unified environment where you can build apps for Android phones, tablets, Android Wear, Android TV and Android Auto. Android Studio is an IDE that is provided by the Android developers for developing the Android apps that may be executed on any Android smartphone or any Android tablets. Structure code modules allow you to divide your entire project into units. In Android, we can develop methods, we can develop modules for dividing the entire code into different modules, so that each and every module independently build, test and deploy. This is the basic diagrammatic or basic logo of the Android Studio. Now we will see the steps to download and install the Android Studio. In the step 1, there is a link given. You can type this link on any web browser. That will redirect you the Android website home page, where you can find the downloading link of the Android. In the step 2, we will click on the download Android Studio link, and we will check the checkbox for agree with the above terms and conditions. The screen for this same is, in the first screen there is a button download Android Studio. You will click on this button, then it will redirect to the next page where you have to check the radio button. You have to check this radio button and click download Android Studio for Windows. After clicking, it will show the welcome screen. Welcome to the Android Studio setup. Just click on next. Just click on next. Step 4, it will start the installation, and once it is completed, it will be like the image shown below. Click on next. You just click on next on this screen. Now step 5, once finish is clicked, it will ask whether the previous settings is to be imported if Android Studio has been installed earlier or not. It is better to choose a do not import setting options. That means we are not install the previous settings on the current version of the Android. Next, meanwhile, it will be finding that the available SDK component is available on the system or not. In the step 7, after it has found that the SDK component, it will be redirected to the welcome dialog box. So at the same time, it will start the downloading of the Android Studio. Meanwhile, it will show this screen. It is finding the SDK component. If it is not available, next. It will click on next. So on this screen, just click on next. In the next step, we will just select the type of the installation. Either it is standard installation or customized. So most of the organized customize the Android Studio on the basis of their standard, on the basis of their requirements. But for since we are using this for education purpose, therefore we select the standard. After selecting the standard, just click on next. In the step 1, we have to select the theme, whether it is white or black. Dracula is nothing but a black theme. When you will see the Android Studio, all the windows will be appear as a black, or you can select the first option, which is a by default. This will show the screen in the white background. Now it will complete the installation of this. Finish. Click on finish. It will start the downloading of the Android components. After completing this, it will show the finish button. So till here, the downloading of the Android operating system is completed. Now we will see how to start the Android Studio. After completion of the downloading, it will show the screen like this. In this screen, you have to start a new Android Studio project. Just click on start a new Android Studio project. Steps to create a project. If you have already created a project, then just go to the file and open that project. If you have not created a project, then go to the file, new project. In the new project, after clicking on new project, there is a dialog box. In that dialog box, you have to select empty activity. And click on next. After that, you will give the basic details for that activity. First, enter the name of the activity, my first app. Enter the package name, com.example.myfirstapp, and you have to select the language from the drop down list. Either it is Java or Kotlin, so you have to select a Java. Select the checkbox next, Android Artifact. Select the checkbox next to use Android x.artifacts. Leave the other options as it is. Then click on finish. After some processing time, the Android Studio main window appears like this. This will open the main window of the Android like this. In this is your basic Android Studio IDE. In this there are many windows, there are many options are there. We will discuss these windows and this option in detail one by one. Now there are some files that you have to remember. In Android Studio, when you create a activity when you create a project in the Android Studio, there are two important files are there. One is main activity.java and second one is your activity_main.xml. One file is used for designing the Android app and second file is used for coding or for generating the events of Android app. In Android, the design are totally XML based. Therefore, the extension is .xml. Since at the time of creation of project or activity, we had selected that the language as Java. Therefore, the coding file name appears main activity.java. If you select a Kotlin as a language for activity, at that time main activity.kt file will generate. These are the two very important files in Android. Most of the time we have to use activity_main.xml and main activity.java for coding. After the project is created, there are two files, main activity.java, activity_main.xml. Activity main is used for design, layout, or in that by default, in that file by default, the text will appear hello world. By default, there is a one text view. Text view is used to display any text on Android app, and by default the text of the text view is hello world. Now we will see how to execute this Android app. As we all know, there are two important files in Android, one for design .xml file and one is for coding .java file. Now we will see how do we execute any Android app on the Android Studio. So in Android Studio there is a Android emulator. Android emulator is an Android virtual device AVD which represents a specific Android device. AVD is a virtual device, virtual memory creator. In this we can execute the Android application on Windows operating system. We can use the Android emulator as a target device to execute and test our Android application on our PC. If you want to execute our Android app, it is executing properly or not on Windows or on any personal computer, then we need an Android emulator. The Android emulator provides almost all the functionality of real device. Whatever the functionality in the mobile devices are there, all the functionality are available in Android emulator. We can get functionality, that is we can get the incoming phone calls, text messages, and there are many functionalities available in Android emulator. It also gives the location of the device and simulates the different network speeds. Now Android emulator simulates the rotation and other hardware sensors. It accesses the Google Play Store and much more. All the functionality that is available on Android mobile devices. Most of the functionality available in Android emulator. The requirements and the recommendation for the Android emulator is: first, we require SDK tool 26.1 or higher. For running any Android application, we require this SDK tool, software development kit tool. Then 64-bit processor and Windows operating system, CPU and unrestricted gas support. That means if you are creating a virtual device in Android Studio, remember that in BIOS you have to unrestricted the guest, otherwise it won't allow to create a virtual device on your computer system. So you have to first go to the BIOS and allow the virtual device to be created on your personal computer. So these are the three requirements for executing the emulator on your computer system. How to install the emulator? So these are the steps that are used to install the emulator. The Android emulator is installed while installing the Android Studio, but remember, most of the things are installed, but there are many functionality that are not installed in Android Studio. While you installing the Android Studio, some of the components of emulator may not be installed, so we have to install that component so that our Android virtual device can execute the Android app. To install the emulator component, these are the steps. Select the Android emulator component in the SDK tool of the SDK manager. First you have to go to the SDK manager. In that we have a SDK tool tab available. On this tool tab, SDK tools, we have to select the emulator, as you can see in this screen. See, this is a screen. After selecting the emulator in the SDK tool, the screen look like this. Now in this we have to create a virtual device on the basis of our smartphone. You want to test the smartphone on different level, different API levels or different devices. So on the basis of that you have to create a virtual device. There is a button virtual device. So here already there are many virtual devices are already created. Pixel 3 API, this is one of the virtual device that is created in Android, and these are other devices that are also available for virtually we can access this device. Now create virtual device, click on create virtual device, it will redirect to like this. So now select phone, go to the Pixel 3 this and click on next. Then after clicking the next, select the hardware profile and click on next. If you do not see the hardware profile we want, then we can create our input or hardware profile, the system image then appear. Now this is an optional part. By default the hardware profile is already created. Now we will select the system image. For that we select Pi, or you can select a Oreo, or there are other options also there. This is Pi is your one of the system image that is available for Android virtual machine execution. Now AVD name, Android virtual device name, you have to provide a name. This is setup orientation. You want this AVD to be displayed as portrait or landscape. So by default it is portrait. Keep as it is and finish. Click on finish. As you click on finish, your Android virtual device is added into your SDK tool window. Now we have to change the properties if required, otherwise you can run the application. In the toolbar, choose the AVD which we want to run our app from the target device from the drop down list. these are the list of all the AVD devices. We have created a Pixel 3 API 28, right? So we can use this as a target device for executing our Android application. After selecting, click on play button. It will display the output like this. Thank you so much. I hope you understand this session.